And we should be live. Gonna kick host over. And you should be good to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
So hello everyone. Welcome to another meeting in the mentorship. Today our agenda is there's no actual agenda. We just have to discuss a few things. So as you know, we started with the matching process, and our first meeting is going to be kickoff meeting is going to be in 4 days on the 1st of August. So I thought the first thing we should be doing is we should be discussing what exactly we should discuss in the kickoff meeting. Like I have like a small draft of what we should be saying, but it's good to take your opinions and put it in an issue on GitHub, I believe.
Okay. Ben, being that you've done some mentoring, maybe you have some ideas?
Sorry, I was briefly distracted. Do you want to, what was the question?
Ahmad's he said he'd like to try to come up with some baseline things to discuss in the kickoff meetings.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, for starters, I think we just need to get a feel of the scope of the projects that the mentees would like to work on. Is it going to be project-based? Did we ever kind of really come to a conclusion about whether we want to have, just help them land a few disparate pull requests, or do we want to have a more structured process around it? Maybe that's driven by the mentee themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think figure out what they want just for starters, because I've definitely been experienced at the mentorship thing I've done each year. There's usually a few folks who are kind of more interested in doing their own thing and just working on a few varied projects. And then there definitely are a few people who are more project oriented and want to work on a bigger thing. So I think feeling that out would be good.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so the process should be mentee driven. So basically, I believe start the kickoff meeting, the mentor should give just a brief introduction about the scope that he's going to be mentoring about, just so the mentee has a better idea. Also, since the mentee already chose this scope, so I believe he should be familiar with the general idea about the working group he's going to be mentored at. Yeah, I believe maybe we should draft this out. Like, if you can write this out, so we don't forget this, if you can. Cool. So the first thing is the mentor will be like giving a general overview about his scope. Then, as Ben said, probably the mentee should set expectations and what are his goals. If he prefers project-oriented or pull requests, we don't have a general structure, but maybe the mentor can help guide that based on what the mentee finds best.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Also, the mentor and mentee should like discuss the time, when they are available, and how are they gonna manage to reach that goal within the mentorship time frame. So basically, we have 1 month for the beta program. So, like, if we had a condition like that the mentee should join the meetings of the working group. So that should be also included, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I also think we should be like, we should be guiding this process as a team in the mentorship. And also we should give a brief introduction about the process of the mentorship. Even though we have it outlined, it's good to just give a general outline.
Okay.
Question I have, in terms of communicating with the mentee, did we ever come to conclusions with comms as to kind of what channels are appropriate?
Yeah, good question. Actually, we didn't decide. We left it open for the mentee and mentor to decide on that based on what they prefer. Actually, when we started the Slack channel, some people did not like the Slack channel because it's not encrypted. I don't believe that changed on Slack, but people have different preferences, basically.
Okay.
What we have required, and we should address that, is that we're going to have an issue for each mentor and mentee as a mentorship bio or mentorship. Yeah, it's an issue on the mentorship team, on the mentorship repo. Basically, they should just log what happens and the milestones they reached. This way, we can help track what's happening, if any progress is happening, and also it helps the moderation team help us in case any escalations happen, since their tools are revolved around GitHub.
That seems reasonable. So figure out what communication works best, but we're gonna have a process if anything goes wrong to kind of escalate through comms or escalate through that issue.
Exactly.
Right. There'll be a record of any major developments in the issue, for the actual meetings. You can use whatever channel you like, but then just report back to the GitHub issue afterwards.
Exactly. I also it's not mandatory or anything, but it's good if we mention that it would be really helpful for those who did not have the chance to join the mentorship yet to record the videos of the mentoring. This way, other people can benefit. Do you think we missed anything else?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just kind of thinking out loud, but I bet a big part of kind of the first couple sessions, especially in a month-long mentorship, I bet it will just be getting the code base checked out and compiling for some folks and just explaining the process more than even really diving in. So months is a pretty short time.
Yeah, I think we should mention that in the kickoff meetings too, kind of manage expectations, let them know that, this isn't as long as it would normally be, so we have to adjust the goals accordingly. And I had another thought, but I can't remember it, so maybe it'll come back to me in a minute.
Yeah, I do agree. Recording these introductory things is really beneficial. So anyone in the future wants to see how the build process happens or how the testing happens or the localization. Usually these parts are not well documented. So having them as videos from someone that knows the project is really good.
That might be a good project too, getting them better documented. You could do that in a month.
Yeah. But yeah, I believe we should focus that this mentorship round is only for 1 month. But also most of the people that are doing the mentee role at this round are very familiar with the projects in general.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. While we ask that they meet at least, once a week during the duration, it's fine for them to meet more if it works for both of the mentor and the mentee, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
When the program was longer, 6 months, it was mandatory to do it every 2 weeks. For now, I'm fine with just making it mandatory to join the working group meetings. And the meetings will be based on their time and goal they set. Do you think we missed anything else in the kickoff meeting?
I'm not sure. I can't think of anything else, but I've never done anything like that. So.
Are we going to have these, we can kind of record some of these thoughts? Are they going to just be in the README on the mentorship repo, or where do you think you're going to put them? So we can kind of refine
good
them
question.
over time. Yeah.
I don't think we can put them on the repo itself. I'm not sure if there's a size limit on GitHub. Actually, I have no clue. But maybe they can submit them as pull requests on GitHub, or just we'll have the links to somewhere to YouTube or Dropbox or something. Okay. We can also let the mentors and mentees figure that out based on what they see fit.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could even I was thinking we could just put them maybe as links to YouTube videos, even if we're talking about the videos content.
Right. Yeah, that was my initial thought, was let people record the videos however they like. Just make sure that it ends up on YouTube eventually.
Cool.
Yeah, we can try that. I would personally love to have this on the Node.js YouTube channel, but we cannot do that at the moment.
Right.
Because we have one account on Zoom and it's already full.
Yeah, my thought would be to keep a list of links that we have people pull requests to or whatever as they add their videos to YouTube. Add a link to the video to the document.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can try that.
Or to, maybe to their progress document for that pairing.
Yeah, maybe the progress should be reported on GitHub in the issue itself, like as a comment, I believe.
Yeah.
But speaking about the recording the meetings, we should also let the mentee and mentor decide what should be held confidential and what should be shared between the two. We have this under the code of conduct, so we should highlight it and make sure we have a resolution on that point. Because if there's going to be any escalations, I don't want it to be in that area.
Cool. We can figure that out. I'm pretty comfortable if we're recording working sessions. I'm pretty comfortable editing the video post talk. So I don't know if everyone will be, but we can cut in and out as needed.
We could possibly even facilitate that with a member of the team, or if somebody was interested in joining for that purpose to help edit videos. People can, declare what parts they don't want public, and the video could be edited by someone before it gets uploaded. Or that's just a thought.
Yeah. Okay. I believe this is good enough. We can iterate over it after the first meeting or two. But this should be enough to get started, I guess.
I think this gives me what I need to know to get started. So I might even reach out to my mentee sooner rather than later, just to start to get a feel for what they want, so that our first meeting's pretty much just communicating that to everyone else. If that's appropriate.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Ahmad, what did you have in mind for the team member to do during the kickoff meetings?
Basically, the list you just wrote, we just discussed. We just have to facilitate these points. And
make sure everything that should be covered is covered.
Exactly. And also there's a point for a quick intro for the mentorship process.
Oh, right.
And how the program is going to roll out. So I believe someone from the mentorship team should give that.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I have trouble paying attention while I'm typing. I don't really think about what I'm typing.
All right. Well, if we think we're on the rails, I'm going to say goodbye and go get coffee before my next meeting.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to this. It seems like I like this idea of a 1 month beta kind of scope, and I'm feeling pretty excited. Cool. All right. Talk
Sounds
soon.
great.
All right. Thanks for your input, Ben. See you next time.
Bye.
Okay. So you said Dan said he could make it in the last 30 minutes. Are we going to wait around for him, or do you think we've covered everything?
I just want to go over the last meeting. We had some action items. I just want to make sure we covered them all. If something is left, we have to cover it. I have them written here on my laptop. So basically, Nick will open an issue to outline the role of education assistant. Nick done that. I have contacted Nick, by the way, but he didn't reply yet. So maybe I should email him.
We have an attendee in the queue.
Oh, let me check.
Hey, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Good. Kind of lurking a little bit here.
Oh, no problem. Glad to have you.
So, okay, we just discussed the kickoff meetings, what's going to be in the kickoff meeting, basically the main items we have to cover. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking, but I was on mute. So basically what we did is we covered what we're going to do in the kickoff meetings, the main items, which are basically give a quick intro about the mentorship process, make sure that they agree on what is confidential, what is not. What else? Also the pair should agree on the mentorship schedule, manage the expectations and goals that should be covered during this the mentorship, and also they should agree on the medium of communication. I hope we didn't miss anything.
I'm going to review the video after we end the meeting and double check all my notes.
Okay.
Cool.
So I had a few action items since the last meeting. So basically I needed to open an issue to discuss the role of mentorship team and if we should be how we should delegate these roles. I haven't done that yet, but I should be doing that since Nick opened the education assistant issue. Mainly the main roles are covered there, so I will derive from that.
That seems like maybe something that would be good to do. Try to get everyone to attend a meeting and have that in the private session maybe, so that people can give their input on what they're interested in doing or willing to do, instead of just kind of like assigning people and then letting them know what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I agree. We shouldn't force anyone to do anything.
Although it doesn't have to be a meeting. It could be done async as well, but just make sure we get their input some kind of way.
Yeah, we can do both, but we just need the issue. I'm gonna open the issue to have the points listed, so people in the mentorship can say, yeah, I want to do this and this.
Good idea.
Yeah, I also you helped me with that to reach out to the mentors and mentees. So if you can give us your experience in that about what happened.
Yeah, it was pretty basic. I mostly just let people know, or made sure they understood the scope that they were going to be mentoring in, made sure that was okay with them. Then I chose what mentor I thought would be best for them, shared a link to that mentor's bio so that they could get a better feel for who they'd be working with. Let them know that we'd be setting up a meeting, a kickoff meeting, and that was more or less it.
Okay, do you think we can, do you want to say anything, Joe?
Nope.
Okay. Do you think we should like outline this process, or does it need to be manual all the time, or can we automate it somehow?
I think it depends on team size. I don't think at our current team size it would scale really well once we start having a whole bunch of mentees per round. But if our team size is going to increase, then it would. So it just depends, I think.
Okay. Maybe it's a good idea to have it documented
if it's easy enough to automate. To have it what?
Can you repeat that? Your voice is
Oh, sorry. I was saying if it's easy enough to automate, then we should. But if not, then we'll try to scale with what we have.
Yeah, I believe it's a more personal experience to reach out to them rather than have like an automated text sent out. But I think it's a good idea to have it documented at the moment, just documentation, like this is what we do to start the process. This way we can get more people to help us out with that. If you're busy or we need more capacity.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a good like hybrid approach, like have a document that we can link to when we contact people so that I'm not just, or whoever isn't just typing the same thing to every person manually. Just say, hey, review this document. This is the outline of where we're going next with you. So these are the things to look out for. And then here's the specific information about you and your mentor.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that sounds good. Even it can be simpler than that. Just bullet points, like steps 1, 2, 3.
Right.
I believe that's all. We've exhausted all the items that we want to discuss. Do you have anything else, AJ or Joe?
Nope.
Okay, so Dan's currently busy, so I don't think he'll catch up on the meeting. But we're available on Slack for anyone to reach out to us in the mentorship team or direct messages. Cool. So that's all. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.